Hello everyone, welcome. This is a special little bonus of a new hybrid, a new attempt, a new plant. So let's just jump into it. So I did a video a while ago, and there are more of those kind of videos to come, where it's about plants that I have just grown too much and spent too much money on and have never been successful. Both of these are those plants. One is Aerangis DISTINCTA, the other is Aerangis BILOBA. This is actually a cross of both. If it would focus. DISTINCTA times BILOBA. Now BILOBA is a bit easier. I've had DISTINCTA and bloomed DISTINCTA, but that plant was so small that it just bloomed itself to death. And I happened to actually be on vacation when the flower opened, so I missed the whole event. But these plants are from Madagascar, from Africa, of course. They are epiphytic, and these particular ones are a mix of hot and cool temperature tolerant plants. They do not like it too warm, so they like it more on the cooler end of the hot zone. They like shade. They do not like direct sun. They like high humidity year round, and they need a good strong air movement. Those are the requirements that they need, whether they're indoors or outdoors. Now when they're outdoors in the summer, I'm going to put them outdoors in the summer this year, just because I'm going to have the attitude where I'm not going to just baby them like I have in the past, because especially since this is sort of my last ditch effort to grow an angrecoid that I have never been able to species that are into a hybrid that I love, that I would love to have these species, but have failed miserably as far as I'm concerned. And so this is it. No more BILOBA and no more DISTINCTA. So BILOBA is has woody stem. I mean, they're both pretty similar. Epiphyte and thickets and forest edges. From sea level to 700 meters, Senegal, numerous flowers, and they are fragrant. DISTINCTA is somewhere. DISTINCTA right here. Okay, DISTINCTA, beautiful. You can see it's got that pink salmon edge on the edges. Lovely. Plant is woody stem, very short plant, leaves 3 to 6. Deep olive green. They are bilobed at the apex of the leaf, which means they are kind of like a tooth, not a tooth, but there's a gap at the end of the leaf, each leaf. So inflorescence are usually 2 or 3, very long, have 2 to 5 flowers. I did say tends to pink. They are fragrant, and just a very lovely species. It says epiphyte, blooms in the winter time, always gets a supply of water. These do not get any sort of a rest. They are getting moisture continuously in the wild. I'm going to leave them where they are, probably not going to take them off. The roots seem to be pretty established on the mount, and the mounts are pretty intact. It's not a broken down cork mount. You can see there are roots, active roots. So I'm just going to leave it where it is, and I'm probably going to add some live sphagnum moss around the plant just to supplement it with some moisture, give it a little extra humidity and keep the moisture around the roots nice and wet so that the roots don't dry out. So in the wintertime, pretty much they are a little drier, but they still get watered and misted, mostly misted, to keep their roots. I'd like to just soak them, like just dunk them in the water like such, and let them sit there and absorb. These are Vanda types, and so what you want to do is you want to soak them until all of these roots turn that lime. You can see it's starting to there, but you really want to keep it in until it reaches that point. that's when you know that it's got enough moisture. And it's getting there. You can see it's got the green tint to it, whereas this one is getting there as well. But really, these, if you have these, they are kind of susceptible to crown rot. So really go delicate on the water when you have them. That's what I plan on doing. But you know, just as delicate, meaning being extra careful to keep the water out of the crown. This plant likes to get little plantlets around the base, and so just really pay attention to that. And the spikes are very thin, sometimes look like roots, so another thing to be aware of. And you can see how the roots have turned that green, and that's when you know they've gotten enough. But these were in transport, so I'm just going to leave them there. Oops. Thanks for watching, folks. Enjoy your orchids.